Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Okay, so hopefully this one goes through. My camera dies, the battery in the car dies, all kinds of things. Okay, so anyway, COVID has just killed everything, I swear. So boredom had set in, and I had seen all these videos on these RC cars. And the last time I seen or drove an RC car when I was a little kid. Back then, when they broke, you threw them in the garbage, you were done. We didn't have any way to repair them. So anyways, it's called, by this company, the Storm Off-Road. 14 years and up. 4-wheel drive, 1/12 scale, and it's actually 1/12. Ready to run. It's got a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. It's electric, and it's a high-speed motor. It's actually a 550 brushed motor, so it's not really high speed. Maybe for toy grade it is. They say this is hobby grade. Even being new to this after all these years, I find this more of a toy grade. But it's a really cool car, and I'm going to show it to you. And you'll recognize it right away because it's been reviewed to death on Amazon or on YouTube. And it's the 12428, the little green buggy that could. This thing is an awesome little toy. It was $94. It was damaged from Amazon, so I got it for a discounted price, and I don't know, I think I paid 40 bucks for it. And I can't remember all the stuff that was broke on it because I've had it repaired several times actually since I've gotten it. But it is a really cool little buggy. It comes with a manual, and it comes with some tools, and I couldn't tell you what they are because I've bought actually quite a few of these now. And most of the tools that come with these are kind of plasticky, cheapy, junky stuff, so I threw them in the garbage. But anyways, it's a decent manual for a really inexpensive little buggy. It's got a really awesome manual with all the pieces, all the parts, breakdowns of everything for you. The little diagrams are great because they help you put stuff back together if you're a newbie like me. And these things have come a long way. A long way. They're all repairable now. They're buildable now. You can do a million things with these. And it's really cool. So I was bored, so I thought I'd give this a shot. I like the color. I bought it for what it is. There's a couple things I'm going to do to it, but really not a lot because I bought it for what it is. It's just a little toy to screw around with. So you get a transmitter with it, and it's pretty decent for what it is. You can do the trim and the throttle here. And it's got a foam grip on the wheel, and it's got 4 channels, and you're on or off. So you turn the transmitter on, they say, so first, and then the car, so it talks to the ESC. There's just a standard 2S battery in there. I think those are two 18650 batteries. I definitely upgraded. I stayed with 2S because I don't want to tear it up. I've seen people, they've done reviews, they've done 3S with these things. And there we go. And mine hums because I've banged it around so much. But anyways, there's videos on these where they've done 3S, and you know, you're only going to get a little bit more miles per hour out of it. This is supposed to be like a rock crawler. It does good all over the place. I took it out in the grass and stuff like that. I didn't really crawl rocks with it. For me, that wasn't my interest. I wanted it something fast, something jump, tumble. The thing tumbles around like crazy though. It's a little unstable. And the springs are really bouncy. Well, when they work, they are. I'm going to show you what I did to this poor thing now. But it's cool. I like the color. I thought the color was kind of neat. That's why I got it, because I'm old and I can see it. Because these don't go really far, the range on them. I think I forgot what the range is. Like, I think it says 80 kilometers or something. I don't know. Everything's in kilometers now and millimeters, and I haven't caught up yet because I'm old. But it's got some nice headlights on the front. It's got some nice headlight bars on there. It's got a little dude inside, you know, so it's kind of fun for kids. Got a little guy in there. And it's got a spare tire, and be glad that it's got a spare tire. So what I did was I took this up to a friend of mine who hasn't touched one of these since we were little kids. And I had bought 2, and I'm going to review the other one, so you're going to have to wait for that one. So I bought 2 of these and we took them out in the grass and we played around with them, and it got boring after a while. We raced in the parking lot, kind of got boring after a while. So I'm like, screw it. They were cheap because I got 2 damaged units, so I got them at a discount price because I got tired of the return process, because these were like my 4th attempts at getting an RC car that wasn't damaged. People tend to buy them, beat the crap out of them, break them, and then send them back to Amazon. And Amazon, being as busy as they are, they just kind of screw up the QC process and ship them back out sometimes. So I wasn't having a lot of luck. But anyway, so we took these up and went to a skate park with them. A concrete skate park with very, very large jumps for these little cars that are 1/12 size. So the first bit of damage I did, well, my friend did, was bust the tire out, bust the rim. Landed on the side of the tire like that off a hard jump, pretty high in the air, and broke that. So I was glad I had the spare tire so we could keep playing. So, as far as I knew, that was all that happened. So I didn't think anything of it. I brought it home. I've been playing around with it ever since. And it's a neat little buggy. It goes pretty fast. I've gotten on a 2S battery like 25 miles an hour, which is pretty good for this little tiny little buggy. So when I first started this video, before my battery went dead, I took it out and I was shooting the video. And I'm like, why isn't it bouncing? This thing is so bouncy. And then I spotted it. You can see there, the shock is severely bent. These are just friction shocks, meaning there's no oil in them. It's just the friction of the springs that keeps them going. So I bent the crap out of that. So I think I can take it off, bend it, and probably make it work. But that's probably the one upgrade I would only do to this thing, would be to put oil shocks on it, because of how we're using them. They're a lot more fun in the skate park. The skate park, it's just fun. You know, maybe if you know, we built some ramps or something and jumped them out in the grass, they probably wouldn't be torn up as much. But and then I noticed too, now the front's not real bouncy, so there's something broke up in the front. I haven't figured it out yet, but I don't know if you can see too, the wheel is kind of cocked here. So I got something going on in the front end too, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll do a quick bash out in the yard in the snow with it for you, but for what it is, especially for what I paid for it, I mean, 40 bucks, it's a steal of a deal. This thing is an awesome little buggy. They go really pretty quick for what they are, and it's just fun. And, you know, I think once you get the bounciness of the shocks out of it, it's not too bad. I'm not going to tear it apart and beef it up and all that stuff, because I bought other ones, which I'm going to review later, so you can take a look at those. We'll go up in scale, too. These are 112. I thought they were both 110, because one says 110 and it's not 110, so that's another thing you got to watch on Amazon when you're buying stuff. Check the actual measurements. So I don't know if there's like sliding scales or how that works exactly, being new to this, but when I looked up the different size ranges for different things, 110 were supposed to be at least 20 inches in length, and there's no way either one of these come close to 20 inches in length. I think this one, being 112, is even longer than the other one I purchased, which said 110. So anyways, just something to keep an eye out on. But it's a cool little buggy. Let's go take it and give it a quick bash. I don't know how well it's going to drive with the damage. And sorry about the camera work, but my other camera decided to crap out on me. So right now I don't have a pause button on a camera. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'm also on my like 3rd battery, so I don't know if this thing's gonna run or not. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess it will. So it's pretty quick, even in the snow. I wouldn't run these in the snow normally, but there's better videos out there too of these things being smashed and bashed. I just wanted to give my impression to somebody who's new to this after many, many, many moons, and just my experience with it. And for my uses, the skate parks are way more fun. Jumping them is way more fun than just driving them. I find that a little monotonous, a little boring. But it's a pretty cool little truck. It goes pretty good, but yeah, there's some damage I've done to this thing now, which is a little disappointing. So, but part of the hobby too is to figure out what it is that you broke and replace it, obviously. Like that hum, which goes away when I bang on it. But anyway, close that up. So anyway, it is a neat little car. I find it's pretty fun. I think I want to get more into the hobby grade, which I did buy a couple hobby grades, and I'm going to review those for you later because they're both pretty popular models, and I see why. I like the hard bashing. It's fun. I understand why guys like this stuff. And when it comes to stuff like this, the guy-girl thing, it's got to disappear. Fun is fun. I mean, obviously varying degrees for different people, but you know, I don't like to put gender stuff on fun. I mean, it's fun. These things, some of these things really move. They got them that go any speed. I mean, you can get them 50 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, you know, racers, all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting, and some of them, they go up too in the quality, the shocks, the ESCs, the servos, all this stuff I'm learning from repairs I've already made. I've bought 2 cars together, and I liked them, I enjoyed them, and then when I seen some of the bigger ones and what they could do, thanks to YouTube, Kevin Talbot, check out his videos, they rock, because this guy really bashes the crap out of his stuff. I mean, you want somebody to test your stuff for you, let him do it. He has the money, the sponsorships to get these things to really bash them and damage them and fix them and stuff. But it's awesome to see the durability of some of these, and it kind of helps you into picking out what's going to work for you for what your uses are. So definitely check out YouTube. There's a bunch of great channels out there. On my next video, I'll give out shout outs to a few more that are really just, I find to be really top channels. Very informative, entertaining, just all around great to watch if you're getting into this. So I'm going to have to find out what damage. You can see how much shock travel there is on this side with the non-damaged shock. That's quite a bit. So this thing is usually really bouncy. So I think I might change the shocks. I gotta let this thing dry out now. That's another thing too to keep in mind. If you're gonna play with these things in the snow, the maintenance on these things goes way up when you play in the snow, because now ideally I should go get my compressor, blow all this stuff off, dry it out as much as possible before anything gets in the ESC or any of the other components. It says it's waterproof. For the price, and I've had it opened up before, I don't see how it could be waterproof, and I don't think any of them are really 100% waterproof, but maybe water resistant. But it's a lot of maintenance if you run them in the snow. You got to get them completely dried off. You got to lube everything up, or the stuff will rust and freeze up, and then you'll have all kinds of problems. So I tended to buy these more for all the other seasons but winter. But right now I've been a little bored with COVID, so I have the time to mess with them. So like I said, there's a ton of videos on these things. You can tear them apart. The people, they repaint them, they rebuild them, they make them bigger, stronger, tougher, all that stuff. And for the amount of money they dump into them, they could probably buy nicer, better scale ones. But I bought it for what it is. I think the color is really cool. I mean, it is really, really bright. It's really, really easy to see. So I'm really enjoying it. I can see, I got some shock issues going on here too. I'm gonna have to open this up and see what really broke in here. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments or put any input, I'll put all the information down in the description. Thanks for checking this out. My other videos will probably be a little better, a little more in-depth, informed, and more bashing. I just want to get this out there because I think these things they're really cool. They're really interesting. If you like tinkering with stuff, if you're into electronics, or if you're into mechanical or how things work, then you'll really like this hobby because they do break. I mean, I've got 4 cars now. I've broke every single one of them. One of them wasn't my fault though. One of them, I had a bad ESC in it and that was straight from how I got it right out of the box. It worked briefly and then never worked again. So we'll go into that later. But so far, yeah, I've broke them all. And it's been a really cool experience, though. With the manuals that you get, some of these manuals are really, really impressive and really detailed. And you can almost kind of figure out just from the pictures how to take stuff apart and put them back together, replace stuff, ordering parts. It's pretty easy. I think because this one is such a popular model, like the tire that I broke at the skate park, it was easy to get tires really cheap, really quick. I got a whole another set off Amazon for like 20 bucks. So that was cool. Some of the Chinese ones you got to watch out for. Some of them are, whatever car you're going to buy, check parts availability first, because you are going to break them. I guarantee you. It's just a matter of time. Matter of jumps, matter of landings, and you're going to break them. So if you're getting something where it's hard to get parts, or you can only get the parts from China, you're going to be waiting a long time. So the parts are cheap, but you might want to stock up. I mean, when I break something, I buy 3. Because if I broke it once, there's good chance I'm going to break it again. But because of the wait, I mean, it could be up to 40, 50 days before you see your parts, and that's kind of a long time. So this one's a little bit better because it's a well-known, I think it's WL Toys. So it's a little easier getting parts for this thing. I think you can get them on Amazon, eBay. Probably just hit Google and enter your part number, and you probably pop it up, find it somewhere. Get it for the fastest, cheapest shipping that you can. Alright, so I would definitely upgrade the battery though. You can go 3S, but it tends to tear up the gears in this thing. But I'm sticking with 2S. I just went up to 2700 milliamp hours, so it's a lot more play time in this thing. I think I get almost a half hour out of one battery, which is cool. Alright, so that's what I got for now. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I know I'm bored out of my mind with COVID. But these things have come a long way. This is kind of neat. I see why guys are into this stuff, because, I mean, some of them really haul ass. I mean, they move, they jump, and it's fun. You know, it's something to kill an hour or two, you know. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Got some more videos coming up if they ever upload with my slow connection. Alright, cool. Thanks. See ya. Bye.